Greetings, comic book fans! I'm Danny Danger, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about one of my favorite new comics that's not so new, Strangers in Paradise. Calling Strangers in Paradise a romance graphic novel doesn't really do it justice. While the story revolves around the romance between the three main characters, there are so many much bigger social issues going on here. The story mainly revolves around three characters. You've got Kachu, Francine, and David. Kachu and Francine have been friends for years, since high school, and David is a young gentleman that they have just now met who has a very quiet, mysterious type past. As soon as you open the book, you realize it's from the 90s. I mean, you can't look at this book and be like, oh, I wonder where this is, what time period this is from. No, it's straight up out of the 90s, so much it gives me nostalgia. Terry Moore uses these characters to illuminate and humanize some issues that were going on in the 90s that were really taboo and weren't really talked about at the time. The story deals with, among so many other things, sexuality, body image, child prostitution, AIDS. It's pretty heavy. One of my favorite issues that Terry Moore acknowledges with just the right amount of humor is body image. Francine Peters is a little overweight in her opinion. She loves to eat, just like me. Francine battles with her body image all the time. She always wants to lose weight. And the way that this is reflected is incredibly realistic and I think will strike straight at the heart of women who read this book and men who've had to stand outside of a dressing room before. Terry Moore is also renowned for being a wonderful artist because all of the characters in his story look like real people. If you were to translate these characters into real life, the women wouldn't like tip over forward and fall flat on their faces because they're that disproportionate. The art is also all in black and white, but his detail work and his expression work is so good that you can tell all of these characters apart without any confusion. This comic book is one of those great stories that covers a lot of heavy material with a lot of comedy sort of interlaced. It's very altruistic, it's very real, and that's what made me love it so much. It's a classic, and I think that everyone should read it. If you're a comic book fan, it is canon. Have you read Strangers in Paradise? Tell me what you thought down below in the comments, or of course pop on over to weird-girls.com. I'm only on the Pocket Edition Volume 2, so no spoilers, guys. I'm still reading. Also, a special thanks goes out to Austin Books and Comics. Many of the staff members who realized I was reading this book said, "What? It took you that long to read Strangers in Paradise?" Yeah, I know. Okay, guys.